Happy Friday everyone. Sorry this video is a little bit late, but I have had a mega busy day. Everybody in my family has been ill off and on this week, and the time that I would have used this afternoon to record the video, I slept. So we are here to discuss what I've been reading this week, what I'm going to read next week, and also what's been on the channel this week, what's going on the channel next week, and then some other wrap-up stuff at the end. So let's talk about what I've read this week. So the day after I posted the wrap-up last week, I finished Tress of the Emerald Sea by Brandon Sanderson. This is an incredibly Sanderson-heavy recap, as the whole month kind of has been. But I really enjoyed Tress. I actually read all three of the Cosmere Secret projects in a row last week. So yeah, then after that I read Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. After that I read The Sunlit Man. Tress was my favourite of the three. I think they were all basically great, but I think Tress was like something new, and it felt like more of like a challenge for Sanderson. So I really enjoyed it. My full review for Tress is actually already posted on the channel. It posted on Wednesday, so if you're interested in my kind of expanded thoughts, then that's already on the channel, so I'll pop a link to that in the description. Also, later tonight, I'm going to be recording a full spoiler discussion, which is going to be roughly an hour of chat with two of my friends who have both read Tress of the Emerald Sea, one of them being my buddy Andre, who got me back into reading by suggesting I get into the Cosmere. So it's kind of his fault that I have this channel. So I've got those, that's going to be recorded tonight. I don't know when I'm going to post it, but I am going to record it tonight. So maybe one day next week I will add that one in as kind of either an extra video or something like that. I really have no idea. I've basically got all my videos planned until January now, and there's no space. So I guess we'll see. So yeah, the secret projects were really good. I don't know whether I would have enjoyed them more if I had read them as they came out, but I did get to read Tress and Yumi physically, and then I read The Sunlit Man from the Kickstarter ebook version, which is what I got in the Kickstarter. Really enjoyed all three. I think The Sunlit Man was my least favourite, but a lot of that had to do possibly with reading it by ebook, because as I've said a few times recently, I'm not a huge ebook fan anymore. I feel like my focus really struggles with ebooks, and I found that with The Sunlit Man. I was kind of constantly putting it down for a couple of minutes and then picking it back up and putting it down, and I've just not really felt that with physical books recently. So I think that it's going to be a bit of a struggle when I want to get back into reading more Kindle Unlimited stuff. The first book I'm planning to read in December is a Kindle book, because it is a advanced reader copy, but a digital copy. So yeah, I guess we will see. Worst comes to worst, if this advanced reader copy, the digital copy, is not, it's just really not grabbing me, I'll see if I can buy, I'll buy the physical version, because the physical hardback is out early next month. Anyway, so after I read the three secret projects, I started on Defiant by Brandon Sanderson. So this is the brand new release. This is Sanderson's last book in the Skyward series. This is the book that this whole month of reading has kind of been led up to. I'm really enjoying this. I have had way less time to read the last few days because, as I said, my family's not been particularly well, and I've not been particularly feeling amazing, and there's also been a lot of kind of work-related stuff going on. Nothing bad, just extra work. So I've only got around here, so I've got about 120 pages left, which I should be able to read. I was going to try and finish it tonight, but then that would have meant delaying this video to tomorrow and delaying the Tress video, which probably would have put out my two friends who have volunteered to help me do this for the channel. So I might as well save Defiant and finish as much as I can today, but then probably cap it off tomorrow morning. Let's talk about what I'm going to read. So, oh, by the way, reviews for all of these books obviously are all going to be on the channel. So the Sunlit Man video posts on Wednesday, which is the 29th, I think. And the You Mean the Nightmare Painter will be on Monday, which is the 27th. And then the Defiant review, I will my original plan was to just post the Defiant review as soon as I finished it, but I might just shift around the schedule. So maybe Defiant will be out Monday, and I'll push the other secret projects back. The other two secret projects, Andre has said that he would also like to do spoiler discussions for both of those. I might see if we can find a third person, but if not, he's like the Cosmere expert I know, so I'll probably just end up doing me and him, or maybe we'll try and find a third. When we're talking about next week content, we might as well also talk about what I'll be reading next week. So my original plan for November was to read all the Skyward books and then pick something else up at the end of the month. And after watching the previously referenced interview between Matt's Fantasy Book Reviews and Philip Chase, I decided that I was going to make that book Curse of the Mistrace by Janny Wirtz, which I have had for ages. I bought this in a second-hand shop, and I think I only paid £1 or £2 for it. And the way that Philip talked about it just made me go like, you know what? The series is ending next year. I want to get ahead. I want to see if I enjoy this one, and if I love it, then I will maybe try and read 1 or 2 a month and catch up. But that could be an extremely daunting thing, because this book is, you know, if you ignore the like appendix at the back, it's 800 pages, which is a lot, especially when it's thick, you know, thick, small text and thin margins. So that is a big book. My plan is that as soon as I finish Defiant, I'll be picking up Curse of the Mistrace. I'm really excited to read this one, and I don't really know anything about it. I think I saw somebody say it's something about 2 brothers, but I have literally no idea. And that's kind of how I like to go into books anyways, to have like as little pre-knowledge about what the book is about as possible. So yeah, Curse of the Mistrace is my next read. If I don't feel like I'm 100% up for it, as I start reading it, I may shelve it and start on my December reading. But for the time being, I'm pretty excited to read it. So looking forward to this one. I haven't planned anything else to read for the month because by the time I get to it, it'll probably be only 5 days left of the month, and it's 800 pages long. I can probably read around 100 or so pages a day, but it is 800 pages long. So I have all scheduled out the next 3 months of my reading. So December, January and February, I fully scheduled out the books that I'm going to read. I haven't set them to specific weeks or anything like that. So my plan is still to obviously do monthly TBR videos, because several of the books are sequels to previous month's books. So if I don't love those books, I can shift those sequels around and move them out entirely maybe. But my plan, as I said before, is to follow this schedule, but it will allow me to still mood read, but also get some of the reading done, but I need to read some new releases for next year. So I was thinking that I would like to read the Empire of the Vampire from J. Christoph, because I've heard good things about it, and the sequel is out in February, so that's a great time for me to read the original. And then I can't remember the name of the series. I think it's called The Empire of the Wolf or something like that. The Richard Swan's books which start with Tyranny of Faith. I quite like to read that series so that I could read the finale when it comes out next year. So those are just two that I have planned in, really. And then I've got a few other things planned around it. So I planned 6 books a month, apart from in December where I've planned 7 because I have a full week off work in December. Yeah, I've planned just those 6 books a month for the next 3 months. So really excited to see whether we get there. I've read way more than 6 books this month. I think it'll be like 9 or 10 by the time I finish this month, which is pretty exciting. But I'm really looking forward to reading Curse of the Mistwraith because I've been reading Sanderson all month, which is obviously like very fast paced, very accessible, very easy reading. I'm kind of having that urge for something a bit more like weighty. And also I've been reading shorter books, and that's kind of given me the break from long books that I've been looking for, so that I can get into something like Curse of the Mistwraith. The channel. This week we had 4 videos, as we do every week. So let's have a look at the old YouTube Studio app. So we hit 150 subscribers this week, which is really cool. I actually hit that on the day that I posted my 3 months of booktube video. And the thing that's really cool about that is it's not that I've got 50 subscribers a month. I got 20 something in my first month, and then like 30 something in the next month, and then like 60 odd this month. So the growth has been really cool. It's been really cool to see more people joining the community, to see more people's names in the comments. This week I posted the Evershaw review, which is the worst performing video of the week. Classic, novella review's never going to do amazingly well. Then came the 3 months on booktube video. 3, I don't know why I did that. That one has done quite well. Lots of comments on that one, which I really appreciate. I hope that these kind of like booktube milestone videos that I've been doing are kind of inspiring to people who've been considering doing booktube. I think that what hopefully those videos show you is that any idiot can do it, because I'm doing it. And also that there's a big community of new booktubers out there, and we're all working together, and we all want to do the best thing. So yeah, I think I'm really I really like doing the milestone videos, because they're basically just long versions of this like weekly wrap up without any focus. They're just like kind of an unfocused ramble on how much fun I have doing booktube, and I love doing an unfocused ramble, as you can tell by watching these videos every week. And I know I say this every week, but my weekly recaps are legitimately some of the most fun videos to make. I've been really enjoying the wandering in videos, actually, and the reading that I've been doing for those, and like reading episodically is really fun. So if you haven't gotten in on that series yet, it's 100% free to read, and you can read along with me. I'm going to be trying to do at least 4 chapters a week. My true minimum goal is 2 chapters a week, but my ideal would be 4. So I'm going to trying to shoot for 4 chapters a week. So if you want to read along with us, there's not very much to catch up on. It's probably about an hour and a half's worth of reading if you wanted to catch up and join us for episode 3 next week. Also posted the Trust of the Emerald Sea review, which has done much better than most of my other reviews. Got 37 views, which does not sound like a lot if you're used to watching, big channels. But when you've got, 100, I've got 155 subscribers, and I've got 5 since Tuesday. When you've got that small a number of subscribers, getting almost a third of them to watch, or a third of that number to watch a video is pretty cool. So I was really happy with that. As I said, next week on the channel. So Monday is currently the Yumi and the Nightmare Painter review. I'm considering, as I say, shifting that to Wednesday, so that the Defiant review can go up as soon to the book release as possible for people who are finishing the book and that they want to get some want to watch some reviews about it. The next video after that on Tuesday is going to be my December TBR. So I will tell you all 7 books that I've picked. I do and this is a fun one, but if I get obsessed and love Curse of the Mistwraith and I absolutely blow through it, I do actually have one more book for November. But if I don't read that, I don't really have space for it in December. If I don't manage to get to it in November, then it may end up having to wait until March, which is wild, but c'est la vie. The next, Tuesday will be the December TBR. Wednesday will be either the Sunlit Man or the Yumi review, depending on when Defiant goes out. And then Thursday will be Wandering in episode 3. We'll have our first interlude next week. I still don't really know how the best way to handle interludes is going to be, whether I want to read like 3 chapters, do a video, and then do another video about just the interlude. I'll probably have to kind of like read it, scout it, and see how I feel. And then obviously every Friday, just like today, you have the weekly recap. I don't foresee the weekly recap being late next week, but this week's been like kind of manic, and today specifically has been quite a busy day, so it hasn't really given me the time to film the recap. And obviously it's a bit, the weekly recap is kind of the one video I can't film in advance because it's about what I've managed to get through that week. So if, for example, I can't do a weekly recap video about Curse of the Mistwraith on Tuesday when I've only read 2 chapters. Yeah, I think that's everything. So that's everything for last week, everything for this week. I've not, I don't think I have any out of any no non-book content to talk about this week. I don't think I've watched any TV or films or anything like that. I think I've literally just obsessively read books all week, and I have been catching up on my booktube, so I've watched a load of videos from my favourite creators, which has been really nice. Hey, Editing Sam here. So the end of the weekly wrap-up video got completely ruined somehow. So I'm just going to come back in and talk a little bit about Dragons of Deepwood Fen, which is the advanced reader copy that I'll be reading in the beginning of December. So this is a brand new series from Bradley P. Bowyer. So I really like getting in at the end of series and at the beginning of series. So that's what you'll see a lot of on this channel, is me going to either series that are completed or series that are wrapping up soon, or getting in on the beginning of series like I am here with the Dragons of Deepwood Fen. So I'm genuinely really excited to read this one. I had a great time reading some Dragon Rider fantasy this year with the Bound and the Broken, and I'm ready for another take on some dragons. So I'm really excited to be reading that one. I'm really thankful for the advanced reader copy. Thank you to the publisher. So I'll be reading that one as soon as I have either finished Curse of the Mistwraith, or if I finish Curse of the Mistwraith very quickly, as I finish the book after that, it'll be the first book I start in December. So if you are curious, ideally I'll have the review for Dragons of Deepwood Fen out for the hardcover release day, which I think is like December 4th or 5th, but it'll really depend on how much I love the book, how quickly I go through it, etc, etc. So that's let's take 2 for the end of this video. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to have a chat with me in the comments about anything, books, non-books, recommend me some books, recommend me anything. As I said, a bit of a caveat in that I do have my reading schedule mostly planned until February next year now, but I am still taking ideas and suggestions for the rest of the year. So I'll talk a little bit next month, at the end of December, about my full 2024 plans, because there's a few series that I want to split out and do one or so books a month throughout 2024, to try and catch up with, to try and, you know, spread the books out so that if you don't love those series, you don't have to watch me talk about them back to back like I have done with Skyward. Apologies if you've not been a big Skyward fan. But I do think there have been quite a few big Skyward fans in the channel chat, so it's been great to have you. Yeah, so thanks very much for watching today, and please do share this video with friends if you think they'd like to join the community here on the channel. And other than that, drop a subscription. It's very much appreciated anytime you do, and I will speak to you guys on Monday.